Let's do an update on Addie girl. She is our sweet little spina bifida baby who also has hydrocephalus and had amniotic band syndrome. She was born at 31 weeks and 5 days, and today she is 33 weeks and 1 day. She was born urgently at 31 weeks and 5 days because she had bands around her legs, so I'm going to insert a video of what that looks like today. So that right there is where the tightest band was, and that is the one that we saw on ultrasound. It currently looks exactly like this. This is literally the picture that I took today. It looks like she had a sock on too tight and you took it off. So when she was born, Plastics did do a consult. They actually signed off because there's literally nothing to do about it, and they just think it's gonna fade over time as she grows. And honestly, I literally think it's so cute. Like, it's just like her own little thing and just part of her story. Next burning question is, what does her back look like from fetal surgery? So let me show you guys. So this is it. It literally looks so good. There is the one scab and it's literally sutured down, so we're trying to gently get that scab off. The entire rest of it is literally scarred. It looks so great. When Addie was born, she did require CPAP, and she was on CPAP from 31 and 5 until 32, which is as soon as they allow babies to room air trial, and she's literally been room air since 32 weeks. And just to keep in mind with that, please remember that she did get 2 full rounds of steroids to be prepared to come early. So from a respiratory standpoint, she looks great. She does have your typical preemie events where she does drop her heart rate, but she self-resolves, and typically it lasts anywhere from 5 to 10 seconds, and then she's fine. She's on full NG feeds right now, and we are working on breastfeeding. She isn't allowed to do full oral feeds until she's 34 weeks, so probably Monday we'll start with some bottles too and see how she does with volume. My plan is definitely to exclusively breastfeed her at some point, but because she's born early and she's so small, her milk is fortified with, it's called human milk fortifier, and so it just adds more calories to her milk to help her grow faster. Eventually that'll switch over to formula, which I think we're gonna try by heart, so let me know your guys' thoughts on that. It'll be a mix of fortified bottles and breastfeeding. Currently, she's allowed to breastfeed 1 to 2 times a day. I do not have to pump anymore before that, and she just did it and honestly did so good. She latches, she sucks, she had a decent amount of good swallows, so all of that is really exciting. She is finally maintaining her own temperature, which is really exciting. As far as her function goes, from her myelomeningocele and her potential nerve damage, she has movement all the way through her toes. PT literally just came and worked with her before we nursed, and they are very, very impressed with her and her movements and all of those things. So we are super excited about that. We won't know really what her muscles, how strong they are, what kind of things she can do until she's older. But for now, she does have movement all the way through her toes, and we're just excited to see that. As far as her hydrocephalus goes, her ventricles have remained stable. We do get weekly head ultrasounds, and they have just stayed the same. It was a huge benefit of fetal surgery that we were looking at, and one of the big reasons that we chose to do it. So we're hoping to sneak out of here without a VP shunt. But just to mention that that does not mean that she might not need one in the future. We feel extremely, extremely blessed. She's literally perfect. The relief that we feel to have her here is, I just can't even describe it. Feels like everything that we've feared for the last few months. It just feels like now that she's born, we can accomplish anything, and that no matter what we face, it's gonna be okay. Just holding her and looking at her just makes everything seem like it'll be okay. As always, thank you so much for being here and just being part of our journey. That is all I got for now. I'm sorry it took me so long to do this update, but life has just been crazy, obviously. So here it is. And Addie says bye-bye.